Chapter 6. Creative Expression and Healing. In times of spiritual crisis, when we find ourselves grappling with deep existential questions and experiencing a sense of inner turmoil, creative expression can serve as a powerful tool for healing. Whether it is through art, writing, music, or any other form, creative expression can offer solace, catharsis, and a means of self-discovery. This chapter will go deeper into how and why creative expression aids in the healing process during the dark night of the soul, providing numerous examples and insights into the transformative power of artistic endeavors. Art has long been recognized as a form of therapy, allowing individuals to externalize their inner struggles and give them form and color. One notable example of this is the renowned artist Vincent van Gogh. Throughout his life, Van Gogh battled with mental illness, and experienced deep emotional pain. However, in his moments of torment, he turned to painting as a means of catharsis and healing. Van Gogh's artistic works, such as Starry Night and The Potato Eaters, are not only visually beautiful but also serve as powerful expressions of his internal struggles. Through his use of bold brushstrokes and vibrant colors, he was able to communicate his emotions and find solace in the act of creation. Van Gogh's art is a testament to the therapeutic power of creative expression, and its ability to transcend personal turmoil. Similarly, Frida Kahlo, a renowned Mexican artist, explored and expressed her physical and emotional pain through her paintings. Throughout her life, Kahlo faced numerous physical ailments, and underwent countless surgeries. She often depicted her suffering, both physical and emotional, in her self-portraits. By laying bare her struggles on canvas, she found a means of healing and self-expression. Kahlo's art not only provided her with a sense of catharsis but also allowed others to connect deeply with her experiences and find comfort in their shared humanity. Her artwork stands as a testament to the transformative power of creative expression in healing and connecting individuals on a profound level. Writing, too, can be a transformative practice during times of spiritual crisis. The act of putting pen to paper or fingers to keyboard allows individuals to give voice to their innermost thoughts and feelings. One famous writer who exemplifies the healing power of writing is Emily Dickinson. Throughout her life, Dickinson experienced deep isolation and spiritual longing. She channeled these emotions into her poetry, creating works that delve into the depths of human existence and the yearning for connection. Dickinson's poetry became a vessel through which she could explore her own emotions, find solace, and ultimately attain a sense of healing and understanding. Her words continue to resonate with countless readers, offering a shared experience of the human condition. Another notable writer who found solace and healing through creative expression is Virginia Woolf. Woolf wrestled with profound mental health challenges throughout her life. In her writings, she delved into issues of gender, mental illness, and the complexities of human relationships. Through her novels such as Mrs. Dalloway and To the Lighthouse, Woolf was able to explore her own inner landscape, confronting her demons, and finding moments of transcendence and clarity. The act of writing provided Woolf with a means of catharsis, introspection, and self-discovery. Her works continue to touch readers, offering them insight, empathy, and a shared exploration of the human psyche. Music, with its ability to stir the soul and evoke powerful emotions, can also serve as a potent tool for healing. One example of this is the renowned composer Ludwig van Beethoven. Despite losing his hearing at a young age, Beethoven continued to compose, using music as a means of expression and connection. His compositions, such as the Ninth Symphony and the Moonlight Sonata, demonstrate not only his mastery of musical language but also his emotional depth. Beethoven's ability to channel his inner turmoil and create music that resonates with audiences to this day is a testament to the therapeutic power of music. By engaging with music, whether through playing an instrument, singing, or simply listening, individuals can find solace, upliftment, and healing in their darkest moments. Moreover, research shows that engaging in creative expression has significant psychological and physiological benefits. When engaged in artistic pursuits, the brain releases endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin, which contribute to feelings of pleasure, contentment, and overall well-being. This phenomenon, often referred to as the creative high, can bring about a state of flow, where individuals feel fully immersed in the creative process and lose track of time and self-consciousness. This state of flow is deeply therapeutic, allowing individuals to be fully present and engaged with the act of creation, offering a respite from the troubles of the mind. Furthermore, creative expression has been shown to reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. Through engaging in artistic endeavors, individuals can tap into their subconscious, allowing suppressed emotions, memories, and thoughts to come to the surface. By externalizing these internal struggles, individuals gain a new perspective and a sense of release. Research has also found that creative expression can enhance self-awareness, increase self-esteem, and improve overall mental well-being. In this way, creative expression acts as a form of self-care, allowing individuals to nurture their inner selves and promote healing and growth. In exploring the role of creative expression in healing, it is crucial to recognize that the process itself is often transformative. While the final product may be visually appealing, emotionally resonant, or melodically enchanting, it is the act of creation, and the journey it takes us on that holds the most profound impact. Engaging in creative expression during the dark night of the soul allows individuals to tap into their own inner wisdom and intuition. It brings them into the present moment, grounding them in the here and now and offering a respite from the chaos of their inner struggles. Creativity provides a safe space for self-exploration and self-expression, giving individuals the freedom to confront their inner struggles, fears, anxieties, and traumas. Through visual art, individuals can externalize their emotions, thoughts, and experiences, allowing for a deeper understanding and processing of their pain. The canvas becomes a mirror, reflecting back to them their own journeys, desires, and challenges. This confrontation with their inner world creates an opportunity for release, catharsis, and ultimately healing. It is through this act of creation that individuals can transform their pain and darkness into something beautiful, meaningful, and therapeutic. Writing, too, offers an outlet for self-expression, introspection, and self-reflection. Whether it is through journaling, poetry, or storytelling, writing allows individuals to externalize their innermost thoughts and emotions, giving them shape and form. Through the act of writing, individuals can make sense of their experiences, find clarity and insight, and ultimately heal and move forward. Journaling, in particular, can be a powerful tool during times of spiritual crisis. By putting pen to paper and allowing thoughts to flow freely, individuals can gain a new perspective on their struggles, acknowledge their feelings, and shed light on their path towards healing. Music, as mentioned earlier, has a unique ability to connect deeply with the soul. It can serve as a companion and solace when words fail to express the depth of emotions experienced during the dark night of the soul. Playing an instrument, singing, or simply listening to music can transport individuals to a different realm, allowing them to experience a range of emotions and find solace in the melodies and rhythms. Music has the power to evoke nostalgia, inspire hope, and offer a sense of unity and connection. Through the act of creating music or immersing oneself in it, individuals can find comfort, release pent-up emotions, and experience a sense of healing and renewal. In addition to its psychological benefits, creative expression also has physiological effects on the body. Engaging in artistic pursuits, such as painting or playing an instrument, can activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation and reduces stress. This physiological response can have a profound impact on the overall well-being of individuals, helping to regulate their emotions, lower blood pressure, and improve sleep quality. By engaging in creative expression, individuals can promote a state of physical and emotional balance, bringing ease and harmony to their lives. The transformative power of creative expression is not limited to the individual. Art, writing, and music have the ability to evoke empathy and connection, allowing others to relate to and find solace in the experiences of the creator. This shared experience can foster a sense of belonging and community, reminding individuals that they are not alone in their struggles. Art exhibitions, writing groups, and musical performances can serve as spaces for individuals to come together, share their stories, and find support and understanding. Furthermore, the act of sharing one's creative expression can be a form of service to others. By offering their art, writing, or music to the world, individuals can inspire, uplift, and heal others who may be going through similar challenges. Creative expression serves as a bridge between individuals, transcending barriers of language, culture, and social status. It allows for the exchange of ideas, emotions, and experiences, fostering a deeper understanding and connection among humanity. In conclusion, creative expression is a powerful tool for healing during times of spiritual crisis. Through art, writing, music, and other forms of creative exploration, individuals can externalize their inner struggles, find solace and catharsis, and embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. The act of creation not only offers psychological and physiological benefits but also fosters a sense of connection, empathy, and belonging. Creative expression allows individuals to tap into their own inner wisdom, confront their pain, and ultimately find healing, meaning, and renewal. It is through the transformative process of creative expression that individuals can navigate their dark night of the soul and emerge with a deeper sense of self and a newfound strength to face life's challenges. Chapter 7. The Transformative Power of Pain. Pain, both physical and emotional, is a universal human experience. It is something that we often try to avoid or suppress, seeking comfort and relief instead. However, in the journey of the dark night of the soul, pain takes on a new role, that of a catalyst for personal growth, transformation, and spiritual awakening. When confronted with excruciating pain, whether it be due to loss, heartbreak, illness, or other challenging circumstances, we are pushed to our limits. Our usual defense mechanisms crumble, revealing the raw vulnerability that lies within us. It is within this vulnerability that we discover our greatest strengths and insights. The transformative power of pain lies in its ability to strip away the layers of illusion and ego, exposing our true essence. In our moments of deepest distress, we are forced to confront our fears, insecurities, and attachments. This confrontation can be painful in itself, but it is also an opportunity for tremendous growth. By embracing the pain and facing it head-on, we give ourselves the chance to transcend our limitations. We learn to let go of what no longer serves us, allowing space for new perspectives and possibilities to emerge. In pain, we find the motivation to seek healing, both within ourselves and in our relationships with others. Pain also has the capacity to connect us with our humanity and foster empathy. When we experience our own suffering, we become more attuned to the pain of others. This heightened sensitivity allows us to cultivate compassion and understanding, creating deeper and more meaningful connections with those around us. Additionally, pain can act as a wake-up call, urging us to re-evaluate our priorities and values. It prompts us to question the meaning of our existence and the purpose of our lives. In this state of introspection, we may discover profound insights and truths that were previously hidden from us. The transformative power of pain can be likened to the metamorphosis of a caterpillar into a butterfly. The caterpillar begins its life in a tunnel of darkness, unaware of the wondrous transformation that awaits it. It is only when it enters the chrysalis and is surrounded by a cocoon of pain and discomfort that the magic begins to unfold. The old, limited form of the caterpillar dissolves, making way for the emergence of a vibrantly colored butterfly soaring toward the sky. Similarly, in the dark night of the soul, we undergo a process of shedding old identities, beliefs, and patterns that no longer serve our growth. We enter a cocoon of pain and introspection, where we are confronted with our deepest fears and insecurities. It is a time of intense soul-searching and inner work, as we navigate the labyrinth of our own psyche. During this transformative journey, we are called to face our shadows, the parts of ourselves that we have disowned or denied. These shadows may include our unresolved traumas, repressed emotions, or self-defeating patterns. By shining a light on these aspects, we can integrate them into our conscious awareness, bringing about profound healing and transformation. In the depths of our pain, we may experience feelings of hopelessness, despair, and a sense of being lost. It is in these moments of darkness that our resilience and inner strength are tested. We must summon the courage to keep moving forward, even when the path seems uncertain and treacherous. It is through this process of navigating the unknown that we discover new aspects of ourselves and tap into our hidden potential. The transformative power of pain is also evident in the creative process. Many artists, writers, and musicians have found inspiration in their darkest moments. Pain becomes the fuel that ignites their creativity, enabling them to express their emotions and experiences in a profound and impactful way. Through their art, they inspire and touch the lives of others, offering glimpses of hope and resilience. In the crucible of pain, we also encounter the transformative power of surrender. Often, our resistance to pain only intensifies our suffering. But when we surrender to the experience, when we accept it wholeheartedly and allow ourselves to feel and process the pain fully, a shift occurs. We realize that we are not defined by our pain, but that it is merely a temporary state of being. This surrender opens the door for healing and transformation to take place. The path of transformation through pain is not without its challenges. It demands great courage and perseverance to navigate the treacherous terrain of our emotions and vulnerabilities. There may be moments of doubt and regression, where we feel as if we are going backward rather than forward. However, it is important to remember that growth is not linear. It is a spiral, with ups and downs, twists and turns. Each setback is an opportunity for deeper exploration and learning. Throughout this transformative journey, it is essential to cultivate self-compassion and self-care. We must be gentle with ourselves, acknowledging that the process takes time and patience. It is important to seek support from trusted friends, family, therapists, or spiritual guides who can hold space for our pain and offer guidance along the way. The transformative power of pain extends beyond the individual to ripple into the collective consciousness. As more individuals embrace their pain and embark on the journey of personal growth and transformation, a collective awakening occurs. The shift in consciousness that arises from this process has the potential to bring about positive change and healing on a larger scale. In conclusion, the transformative power of pain cannot be underestimated. It has the ability to break us open, revealing the depths of our being. By embracing the pain, facing our fears, and allowing ourselves to experience it fully, we can embark on a journey of personal growth, transformation, and spiritual awakening. The pain becomes a catalyst for change, guiding us towards a more authentic and fulfilling life. Embracing this transformative journey may be challenging, but the rewards are profound: a greater sense of self, a deeper connection with others, and a heightened awareness of the beauty and resilience of the human spirit. Chapter 8: Spiritual Practices for Inner Healing. In times of profound darkness and despair, turning to spiritual practices can provide solace and a ray of hope. These ancient practices have been utilized by individuals for centuries to find inner peace, meaning, and healing. In this chapter, we will explore various spiritual practices and disciplines that can guide individuals through their dark night of the soul. The depth of these practices will offer an even greater understanding of their potential for healing and transformation. 1. Meditation, dwelling in the silence. One of the most renowned practices is meditation. However, beyond its popularized image of sitting in silence, meditation encompasses a vast array of techniques and traditions. Each approach carries its unique benefits, suited to different individuals and their specific needs. There is mindful meditation, which involves non-judgmentally observing one's thoughts and emotions, and Vipassana meditation, which focuses on developing insight and wisdom through observing the impermanence of sensations. Transcendental meditation is rooted in ancient yogic traditions and involves the use of a mantra to transcend ordinary levels of consciousness. Kundalini meditation, on the other hand, aims at awakening and channeling the spiritual energy within. By diving deeper into the various forms of meditation, individuals can tailor their practice to their own preferences and find profound stillness and clarity amidst the darkness. 2. Prayer, connecting with the divine. Prayer, too, takes many forms across diverse religious and spiritual traditions. It can be seen as a means of connecting with a higher power or as an exchange of heartfelt intentions with the universe. Some may perceive it as an opportunity to speak to the divine, while others may view it as a practice of deep listening and receptivity. Whether through structured rituals, spontaneous conversations, or written expressions, prayer allows individuals to express their deepest longings, fears, and hopes. It serves as a channel for surrender, trust, and finding guidance amidst the darkness. In this connection, individuals can find solace in knowing that they are not alone in their struggles and that there is a larger force at work in their lives. 3. Mindfulness, cultivating presence and compassion. Mindfulness, rooted in Buddhist traditions, offers a powerful tool for navigating the dark night of the soul. While its benefits have been widely explored, delving into its intricacies reveals an even deeper understanding of its potential for healing and transformation. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment and cultivating an attitude of non-judgmental awareness. By bringing attention to one's thoughts, sensations, and emotions without attaching to them, individuals can develop a sense of equanimity and detachment from their suffering. With continued practice, Mindfulness allows individuals to fully experience and accept their pain while maintaining a sense of compassionate detachment. Moreover, mindfulness invites individuals to witness the impermanence of all things, including the dark night itself. By recognizing the transient nature of their experiences, individuals can find solace in the understanding that, like all things, the darkness will also pass. Through mindfulness, individuals can develop self-compassion and acceptance, offering a space for healing and transformation to occur. 4. Rituals and ceremonies, symbolic acts of healing. Engaging in rituals and ceremonies can provide a sense of structure and meaning during the dark night of the soul. These practices harness the power of symbols and collective intention, connecting individuals to a larger spiritual or cultural tradition. While their significance may vary across different traditions, the underlying purpose remains consistent: to provide comfort, healing, and connection. Rituals create a container for individuals to express and release their pain while also inviting in the possibility of transformation and renewal. They can serve as a reminder of the interconnectedness of all beings and the cyclical nature of life. By participating in rituals, individuals tap into the collective wisdom of their ancestors and find a deeper connection to the divine, fostering a sense of comfort and healing. 5. Exploration of spiritual teachings, seeking wisdom in the dark. Exploration of spiritual teachings, texts, and wisdom can also be essential in the healing journey. Reading sacred texts, philosophical writings, or the works of spiritual teachers can offer inspiration, guidance, and comfort during the dark night of the soul. By diving deeper into these teachings, individuals can uncover profound insights that unveil the hidden wisdom within their suffering. Many spiritual traditions share universal themes, such as the impermanence of life, the interconnectedness of all beings, and the inherent worthiness of every individual. Engaging with these teachings can help individuals find solace in the shared human experience and discover their own profound truths. By immersing themselves in spiritual teachings, individuals gain a broader perspective on their pain and find new pathways toward healing and transformation. 6. Finding the right practice, trusting intuition. In finding the right spiritual practice or discipline, it is crucial to remember that there is no one-size-fits-all approach. Each individual's journey is unique, and what may resonate for one person may not for another. It is important to explore various practices, listen to one's intuition, and find the practices that align with one's needs and beliefs. Some individuals may find solace in silent meditation, while others may prefer engaging in communal prayer or participating in rituals. Some may resonate with Buddhist teachings and mindfulness practices, while others may find inspiration and guidance in sacred texts or spiritual teachers. The key is to trust one's inner guidance and find the practices that provide a sense of connection, healing, and transformation. In conclusion, during the dark night of the soul, spiritual practices offer a path toward inner healing and transformation. By engaging in practices such as meditation, prayer, mindfulness, rituals, and the exploration of spiritual teachings, individuals can tap into their inner resources and find the resilience needed to emerge into the light once again. The deep exploration of these practices reveals the multifaceted nature of their potential and the profound wisdom they carry. Whether through surrendering to the silence of meditation, communing with the divine through prayer, cultivating presence and compassion through mindfulness, participating in symbolic acts of healing through rituals and ceremonies, or seeking wisdom in the ancient teachings, individuals can find solace, meaning, and strength in their darkest moments. These practices open a doorway to the depths of one's being, offering a glimpse of the divine within themselves and all of existence. In the darkest of nights, these practices become beacons of hope, guiding individuals toward the dawn of a new day. Their transformative power lies not only in their surface-level benefits but also in the profound shifts they elicit within the souls of those who embrace them. Through spiritual practices, individuals can awaken to their true essence, finding healing, growth, and alignment with their highest selves. In the depths of the night, these practices illuminate the path toward inner peace and solace, gently leading individuals back into the embrace of the divine. Chapter 9. The Wisdom of Mystics and Sages. In times of profound darkness, when the soul feels as though it is trapped in the depths of despair, the wisdom of mystics and sages can provide a guiding light. These enlightened beings have traversed the treacherous terrain of the dark night of the soul and emerged with profound insights and teachings that can offer solace, inspiration, and guidance to those on a similar path. Drawing inspiration from the teachings of mystics, philosophers, and spiritual leaders who have grappled with the dark night of the soul is essential for navigating this transformative process. Not only do their words offer comfort and reassurance, but they also provide powerful tools and perspectives that can support us on our own journeys. One such mystic whose teachings resonate deeply with the dark night of the soul is the 13th century Persian poet and Sufi mystic Rumi. Rumi's poetry has captivated hearts and minds with its timeless wisdom. He believed that the soul's journey through the dark night of the soul is a sacred initiation, a necessary step towards awakening and enlightenment. He described the pain and suffering experienced during this process as a divine alchemy, where the raw material of suffering is transformed into the gold of spiritual awakening. Rumi reminds us that in the midst of despair, there is always a glimmer of hope. He encourages us to embrace the darkness, for it is in our deepest wounds that the light can enter. Rumi's poetry serves as a beacon of hope and understanding, reminding us that our pain is not in vain but rather a sacred and transformative process. His words provide comfort and illumination as we navigate the murky depths of our own dark nights. Another influential figure in the realm of spirituality is the 19th century Hindu mystic Sri Ramakrishna. He believed that the dark night of the soul is not a punishment but a divine play orchestrated by the Divine Mother to draw the soul closer to her. Ramakrishna emphasized the importance of surrendering to the process, letting go of our ego, and trusting in a higher power. Ramakrishna's teachings encourage us to cultivate a deep sense of faith and devotion. He believed that through intense spiritual practices, such as meditation, prayer, and contemplation, we can transcend the limitations of the ego and connect with the divine essence within. By surrendering to the transformative power of the dark night of the soul, we can emerge stronger, wiser, and more aligned with our true purpose. The 20th century spiritual teacher, Jiddu Krishnamurti, offered a different perspective on the dark night of the soul. According to Krishnamurti, the darkness and suffering we experience are not something to be overcome or transcended but rather understood and embraced fully. He emphasized the importance of inquiry and self-inquiry as tools for unraveling the illusions of the ego, and uncovering our true nature. Krishnamurti's teachings guide us to question our beliefs, conditioning, and attachments. He encourages us to explore the deepest layers of our being, confronting the fears, desires, and illusions that keep us trapped in suffering. Through radical self-observation and a willingness to face the truth, Krishnamurti believed that we can break free from the chains of the ego and experience true liberation. In the mystic traditions of different cultures and religions, we find a rich tapestry of teachings and practices for navigating the dark night of the soul. From the Christian mystics like Saint John of the Cross and Teresa of Avila to the Buddhist teacher Thich Nhat Hanh, each offers unique insights that can shed light on our own spiritual journeys. Saint John of the Cross, a Spanish mystic and poet, coined the term dark night of the soul to describe the profound spiritual crisis he experienced. He believed that this dark night was a necessary purification process that prepares the soul for a deeper union with God. Saint John emphasized the importance of surrender, detachment, and trust in the divine providence that guides us through the darkness. Teresa of Avila, a contemporary of Saint John, was also well acquainted with the dark night of the soul. She described it as a journey of purification and transformation, where the soul is stripped of its attachments and desires, paving the way for a more intimate connection with the divine. Teresa's teachings focused on the cultivation of prayer and contemplation as pathways to union with God. Thich Nhat Hanh, a Vietnamese Buddhist monk, offers a compassionate and practical approach to the dark night of the soul. He teaches mindfulness as a means to embrace our suffering and transform it with love and understanding. Thich Nhat Hanh emphasizes the importance of staying present in the midst of difficulties, cultivating inner peace, and nourishing our capacity for compassion and joy. These are but a few examples of the profound wisdom offered by mystics, philosophers, and spiritual leaders who have grappled with the dark night of the soul. Their teachings provide us with a roadmap, guiding us through the depths of despair toward the light of awakening and transformation. Mystics and sages throughout history have shared profound insights about the nature of the dark night of the soul, often describing it as a necessary and transformative process on the spiritual journey. The insights of these enlightened beings shed light on the challenges we face and offer guidance on how to navigate this tumultuous period. The dark night of the soul is not a mere product of one's imagination or a fleeting emotional state. It is a profound spiritual crisis that shakes the very foundations of our being, challenging our beliefs, our identities, and our understanding of the world. It is a time when the light of awareness shines on the darkest corners of our psyche, revealing the deepest wounds, fears, and illusions that have been hidden away. In this transformative process, we are faced with the daunting task of letting go of attachments, beliefs, and identities that no longer serve us. It requires a willingness to face our deepest fears, confront our darkest shadows, and dismantle the illusions that have kept us trapped in suffering and limitation. This process can be painful and disorienting, and at times, it may feel as though we are losing ourselves completely. However, mystics and sages remind us that the dark night of the soul is not a meaningless suffering but a necessary purification and initiation. It is a process that breaks down the ego's defenses, stripping away the layers of conditioning and false identities that veil our true nature. Through this process, we are invited to surrender to a higher power, trust in the wisdom of the universe, and open ourselves to profound transformation. The wisdom of mystics and sages teaches us that the dark night of the soul is not a sign of failure or spiritual regression but a significant milestone on the spiritual path. It is a time when we are called to question who we think we are, face our deepest wounds, and let go of the attachments that keep us tied to a limited version of ourselves. In this process of unraveling, we begin to discover the eternal essence that lies beyond the illusions of ego, and embrace the vastness of our true nature. The teachings of mystics and sages provide valuable insights into the practices that can support us during this transformative journey. Meditation, prayer, self-inquiry, and surrender are often highlighted as essential tools for navigating the dark night of the soul. These practices help us to cultivate presence, inner stillness, and self-awareness. They allow us to observe our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment or attachment, creating space for insight and clarity to arise. Meditation, in particular, is a powerful practice that can help us develop the capacity to sit with our discomfort and face the shadows within. By cultivating a regular meditation practice, we can train our minds to become more resilient and adaptable, enabling us to navigate the challenges of the dark night of the soul with greater ease. Prayer is another essential tool that can provide solace and guidance during the dark night. Through prayer, we can establish a direct connection with a higher power, seeking comfort, strength, and divine guidance. Prayer allows us to surrender our fears, doubts, and struggles to a greater source of wisdom and love, offering us a sense of support and reassurance on our journey. Self-inquiry is a profound practice that invites us to question the very nature of our existence. By examining our beliefs, desires, and attachments, we can unravel the illusions of the ego, and uncover our true nature. Self-inquiry involves turning inward and asking ourselves fundamental questions such as who am I? And what is the nature of reality? Through this process of inquiry, we begin to peel away the layers of conditioning and delusion, allowing us to experience a deeper sense of truth and clarity. Surrender is perhaps the most challenging yet transformative practice during the dark night of the soul. It involves letting go of our need for control, surrendering our attachments, and trusting in a higher power or divine intelligence. Surrender does not mean giving up or resigning to fate, but rather opening ourselves to the flow of life and surrendering our limited understanding to a greater wisdom. Through surrender, we allow ourselves to be guided by a force beyond our ego, leading us toward a deeper alignment with our true purpose and the unfolding of a greater plan. In addition to these practices, the wisdom of mystics and sages also invites us to embrace the darkness and pain of the dark night of the soul with love and compassion. Rather than judging or rejecting our struggles, we are encouraged to hold them with kindness, understanding, and acceptance. It is in this sacred embrace of our suffering that healing and transformation can occur. The teachings of mystics and sages remind us that the dark night of the soul is an integral part of the spiritual journey. It is a profound opportunity for growth, awakening, and self-realization. By drawing upon their wisdom and incorporating their practices into our lives, we can navigate the dark night with grace and courage, emerging from it with a deeper sense of purpose, peace, and connection to the essence of who we truly are. Chapter 10. Transcending the Ego. In this chapter, we will explore the profound topic of transcending the ego and its central role in the journey towards spiritual liberation from the dark night of the soul. Through a deeper exploration of the ego, its mechanisms, and our identification with it, we can gain insight into the ways in which it perpetuates suffering and how transcending egoic attachments can lead to greater spiritual freedom and liberation. The ego, often regarded as the sense of self or the individual identity that we construct, can be both a necessary tool for navigating the physical world and a source of immense suffering when it becomes excessively attached to our desires, fears, and illusions. It arises as a result of our conditioning, societal influences, and past experiences, playing a significant role in shaping our perception and interaction with reality. One of the primary functions of the ego is to establish a sense of separation from others and the world around us. It creates boundaries and divisions, leading to a fragmented perception of reality. This separation fosters a competitive mindset, where we strive to protect and enhance our personal identity. However, this attachment to the egoic self can be a source of suffering, as it breeds attachment to desires and aversions, creating a constant cycle of pleasure and pain. For example, imagine a person who strongly identifies with their career success. They believe that their worth and happiness are contingent upon their achievements and societal recognition. This attachment to the egoic identity of being successful can lead to a perpetual state of dissatisfaction and anxiety. Should they encounter setbacks or failures, their sense of self-worth crumbles, causing immense suffering. Similarly, consider someone who deeply identifies with their physical appearance. They believe that their worth is dependent on their beauty or attractiveness. This attachment to the egoic identity of being physically appealing can lead to a profound sense of insecurity and self-judgment. Any perceived flaw or aging process becomes a source of suffering as their self-worth becomes entangled with transient physical attributes. Another way in which the ego perpetuates suffering is through its attachment to material possessions and external validation. We often seek happiness and fulfillment through the accumulation of wealth, possessions, and social status. Yet, this attachment is inherently flawed because it relies on external factors that are ultimately transitory. If our sense of self-worth is dependent on these external conditions, we are bound to experience suffering when they inevitably change or disappear. For instance, consider an individual who believes that their happiness is directly tied to having the latest gadgets and luxury items. Their identity is rooted in materialistic pursuits, and they constantly seek validation through outward displays of success. However, this attachment to material possessions only leads to a never-ending cycle of desire and disappointment. They may acquire the desired item, but the satisfaction is fleeting, and soon enough, a new desire arises, perpetuating the suffering. Likewise, someone who seeks external validation through fame or popularity is bound to suffer. Their egoic identification with being liked and admired compels them to seek approval from others constantly. However, this attachment to external validation is precarious and unreliable. They become enslaved to the opinions of others, their self-worth dependent on the fickle and ever-changing perceptions of those around them. Transcending the ego involves breaking free from these attachments and limited perceptions and exploring a broader sense of interconnectedness and wholeness. It requires recognizing that the ego is not our true essence, but rather a construct shaped by societal conditioning, past experiences, and cultural influences. By disidentifying from the ego, we can begin to realize that our suffering is often caused by our attachment to a transient and illusory self-image. One way to transcend the ego is through the practice of self-inquiry and introspection. By observing our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, we can gain insight into the patterns and mechanisms of the ego. This practice allows us to distance ourselves from the identification with these patterns, opening up the possibility of experiencing our true nature beyond the confines of the ego. As we engage in self-inquiry, we may uncover deep-seated belief systems and conditioning that shape our egoic identity. We may discover that our fears, anxieties, and desires are products of societal norms and external influences rather than authentic expressions of our true essence. By questioning the validity of these beliefs and narratives, we can begin to detach ourselves from them and create space for a more genuine and liberated experience of life. Moreover, self-inquiry can lead us to question the very nature of the ego itself. Who or what is this I that we so strongly identify with? Is it merely a collection of thoughts, memories, and perceptions? As we delve into these existential inquiries, we begin to unravel the illusory nature of the ego, recognizing it as a temporary construct rather than our ultimate reality. The ego often distorts our perception by filtering experiences through the lens of its past conditioning and belief systems. It creates a mental framework that limits our understanding of reality and perpetuates suffering. By questioning these mental frameworks and biases, we can begin to challenge the ego's hold on our perception and cultivate a more expansive and open-minded approach. Another powerful tool for transcending the ego is meditation. Through meditation, we learn to be present and cultivate a state of awareness that extends beyond the egoic mind. By observing our thoughts without judgment or attachment, we can break free from the patterns of egoic thinking and experience a deeper sense of peace and equanimity. This practice helps us access the timeless and formless essence that lies beneath the transient ego. Meditation allows us to witness the ego as it arises, observing its tendencies, and the way it clings to desires, fears, and judgments. With continued practice, we gain the ability to detach ourselves from the ego's narratives and enter a space of pure awareness. In this state, we become aware of the vastness of our being, the interconnectedness of all things, and the impermanence of the ego's identification. As we deepen our meditation practice, we may also experience moments of transcendence, where the ego momentarily dissolves, and we enter a state of unity consciousness. In these profound moments, we realize the interconnectedness of all existence, transcending the usual boundaries of self and other. This dissolution of the egoic self opens up a doorway to greater spiritual freedom and liberation. Transcending the ego also involves letting go of excessive identification with our achievements, possessions, and roles in society. This does not mean rejecting these aspects of our lives entirely, but rather recognizing that they are not the core of our being. By cultivating detachment from these external factors, we can open up space for a more genuine and authentic expression of ourselves. For instance, an individual may have achieved great success in their career. However, if they become overly attached to this success, they may begin to define their worth and identity solely based on their achievements. This attachment creates a limited perception of self and can lead to a perpetual state of striving and dissatisfaction. By letting go of this attachment, they can free themselves from the constraints of egoic identification and open themselves up to a more expansive and fulfilling experience of life. Similarly, someone who identifies deeply with their role as a parent may struggle with letting go of their egoic attachments. While parenthood is a profound and transformative experience, excessive attachment to the identity of being a parent can create suffering. This attachment may lead to a constant need for validation and control, as the ego seeks to maintain a sense of identity and worth through the role of a parent. However, true freedom and liberation come from recognizing that being a parent is just one aspect of our identity, and that our worth goes beyond our roles and relationships. By letting go of this attachment, we can cultivate a more balanced and authentic expression of ourselves, free from the constraints of the ego. Transcending the ego is not about eradicating it completely or denying its existence, but rather about shifting our perspective and relationship with it. It is about recognizing that the ego is a useful tool for navigating the physical world, but that it is not our true essence. It is about seeing through the illusions and limitations of the ego and realizing our deeper, spiritual nature. When we transcend the ego, we enter a state of spiritual liberation, where we are free from the constant cycle of desires and aversions. We no longer seek validation or fulfillment through external factors, as we recognize that our true source of happiness and wholeness lies within us. We experience a sense of interconnectedness and unity with all beings, and our actions are guided by love, compassion, and wisdom. However, transcending the ego is not a one-time event or a destination to be reached. It is an ongoing process that requires dedication, self-inquiry, and mindfulness. It is a journey of unraveling the layers of conditioning and identification that keep us trapped in suffering, and an exploration of our true nature beyond the egoic mind. In conclusion, transcending the ego is a vital step on the path to spiritual liberation. By disidentifying from the egoic self and its attachments, we can free ourselves from the perpetual cycle of suffering. Through self-inquiry, meditation, and letting go of excessive identification, we can cultivate a deeper sense of peace, freedom, and authentic self-expression. As we transcend the ego, we open ourselves up to the vastness of our being and the interconnectedness of all existence, ultimately leading us toward spiritual liberation from the dark night of the soul. Chapter 11. Integration and Rebirth. After going through the grueling journey of the dark night of the soul, individuals often find themselves in a state of transition. This stage, known as integration and rebirth, symbolizes the emergence from the depths of despair and marks the beginning of a new chapter in one's life. It is a period of profound transformation, where individuals can find renewed purpose, vitality, and a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. During the dark night of the soul, one feels disconnected, lost, and trapped in a seemingly never-ending cycle of suffering. But as one emerges from this darkness, the process of integration begins. This process entails reconciling the experiences and lessons learned during the dark night, and finding ways to incorporate them into one's new life. Integration is a holistic process that involves the mind, body, and spirit. It requires introspection, self-reflection, and a willingness to let go of old patterns and belief systems that no longer serve one's growth. It is a time to take inventory of oneself and reevaluate priorities, values, and goals. One way to facilitate integration and rebirth is by engaging in self-care practices. This might include physical activities such as exercise, yoga, or meditation that promote a sense of grounding and well-being. Engaging in creative endeavors like writing, painting, or playing an instrument can also be therapeutic and help to express the inner wisdom gained during the dark night. Additionally, seeking support from therapists, healers, or spiritual guides can provide a safe space for processing emotions, gaining insights, and gaining clarity on one's purpose and direction. During this transformative phase, it is common for individuals to experience a renewed sense of purpose and passion. This may result from a deeper understanding of personal values, a reconnection with one's true self, or a newfound sense of spiritual connection. It is essential to explore these emerging passions and allow them to guide one's choices moving forward. For instance, Sarah, a successful lawyer, went through a particularly challenging dark night of the soul, feeling unfulfilled and disconnected from her true essence. After emerging from the darkness, she decided to leave her legal career and pursue her long-held dream of becoming a nutritionist. Through her own healing journey, she discovered the transformative power of food, and the impact it has on overall well-being. Sarah's rebirth not only allowed her to embark on a fulfilling career but also inspired her to create a program to help others heal holistically through nutrition and lifestyle changes. Integration and rebirth also involve embracing newfound wisdom and integrating it into daily life. This means embodying the lessons learned during the dark night and applying them to create positive changes in relationships, careers, and personal habits. For example, if the dark night revealed the importance of authenticity, one might begin to live more authentically, expressing true thoughts and emotions without fear of judgment. This shift in behavior can lead to more profound connections with others and a sense of genuine fulfillment. The process of integration and rebirth often requires patience and self-compassion. It is essential to allow oneself the time and space to fully integrate the lessons and experiences gained during the dark night. Rushing this process may lead to incomplete healing or a return to old patterns. It is vital to trust in the wisdom and transformation that has taken place and have faith in the unfolding of one's journey. Many individuals who have emerged from the dark night of the soul and gone through the process of integration and rebirth have shared inspiring stories of personal growth and transformation. Take John, an artist who had lost his passion and vision during his dark night. Through the integration process, he discovered a deeper connection to his art and the ability to channel his emotions and experiences into his work. As a result, his creativity flourished, and he gained recognition for his powerful and evocative pieces. Integration and rebirth go beyond personal growth and can also have a profound impact on one's relationships with others. The old patterns and belief systems that no longer serve us often lead to unhealthy dynamics in relationships. However, through the process of integration and rebirth, individuals gain a deeper understanding of themselves and the root causes of these patterns. Armed with this knowledge, they can make conscious choices to create healthier connections with others. For example, Lisa experienced a dark night of the soul that resulted from an abusive relationship. Through her journey of integration and rebirth, she realized that she had been attracted to abusive partners because of her own unresolved childhood traumas. By addressing these traumas and integrating the lessons learned, Lisa was able to break free from the cycle of abuse and cultivate healthy relationships based on mutual respect and love. Integration and rebirth also extend beyond individual transformation and have the potential to create positive change on a collective level. As individuals connect with their true selves and embrace their unique gifts and passions, they become catalysts for positive shifts in society. Their newfound purpose and vitality can inspire others to embark on their own journeys of transformation and contribute to the greater good. One notable example is Rosa, who experienced a dark night of the soul brought on by the destruction of her community due to environmental exploitation. After emerging from the darkness, she dedicated herself to environmental activism, and became a fierce advocate for sustainable practices. Her passion and dedication inspired others in her community to join the cause, leading to significant changes in policies and practices that protected their environment for future generations. Integration and rebirth are not static states but ongoing processes. As one continues to evolve, new challenges, lessons, and opportunities for growth may arise. It is crucial to approach these with an open heart and a willingness to embrace new experiences. This continuous growth ensures that the integration and rebirth that have occurred are not fleeting but become a part of one's authentic self. In conclusion, integration and rebirth mark the transformative phase after emerging from the dark night of the soul. This stage involves integrating the lessons learned, embracing a newfound purpose, and making positive changes in various aspects of life. By engaging in self-care practices, exploring emerging passions, embodying wisdom, and practicing patience and self-compassion, individuals can navigate this phase with grace and vitality. Integration and rebirth offer the opportunity to live a more authentic, purposeful, and fulfilling life, honed through the depths of the dark night of the soul. It is a profound process that encompasses personal growth, improved relationships, and the potential for societal change. As integration continues, individuals have the chance to reinvent themselves and create a life aligned with their true essence, leaving behind the shadows of the past and stepping into a brighter, more vibrant future.